Jenna! How dare you fight in school? They say I didn't remind you. Do you have a problem? They blame me for the fight at school that affected me.
Why are you blaming me? They challenged me first. They say I'm a destructive person. How can I accept this?
But you're an adult now. Please rethink your actions so as not to affect those around you. So then you fight them over this. And you want to express yourself, right?
I didn't do anything if they didn't block my way. I just defended myself.
What? Do you defend yourself? Your self-defense is fighting because they challenge you? Okay, so about the shops in the city. If that was self-defense, then what about stealing from shops in the city?
I didn't do that. I just tried on some clothes. I didn't steal anything.
Jenna, I can't believe that you're the one who stole from the clothing store and sent a video of it to my parents.
I didn't do that. I was just trying on clothes. You have to believe me.
But why is there a video proving that you stole? You did it and showed irresponsibility by not thinking about the consequences of sending that video to my parents.
This has nothing to do with you. I don't know who sent the video and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Our parents always favor you. You get new clothes and fancy gadgets for studying while I have to use your hand-me-downs. It's not fair.
I understand how you feel, but it's not my fault that our parents do this. And just because they give me things doesn't mean I don't appreciate them or take them for granted.
But you never say anything about it. You act like it's normal.
I have talked to our parents about this before. And I think it's important for us to communicate with them as a family if we want things to change. But yelling at them won't solve anything.
But it's not just about the things they give you. It's about the attention and love they show you.
They always care about you, Jenna. They try to give you what they can. Indeed, this doesn't concern me, but you did something wrong and it's not worthy of forgiveness. What about the school that Dad introduced you to? My parents had to worry because of you, and I was also affected by your actions. What about the school that Dad introduced you to? Did you run away from school?
But I told you that I didn't do it. And about running away from school, I just wanted to avoid some issues and I didn't mean to bother anyone.
I can't believe this! Your father arranged for you to attend a new school to help secure a better future for you, but you ran away from school and engaged in inappropriate behavior.
I don't understand why you're so upset. I like this carefree lifestyle and don't want to go to school anymore.
But education is crucial in everyone's life. You need to understand that studying will help you achieve a better future and reach your dreams. If you don't study, you won't be able to accomplish that.
I'm tired of going to school. I don't want to continue studying. And my actions are just because I like them, not because of anyone else.
Your failure to attend classes on time and running away from school will affect your future. Your parents arranged for you to attend a new school to secure a better future for you, so you need to appreciate that and not engage in inappropriate behavior.
But your running away from school caused my parents to worry about you.
They arranged for you to go to a new school, but you ran away again and did things that weren't right. You need to think more carefully about your actions and your responsibility to your family and future education.
My life is my choice. You have no right to dictate what I do. And even my parents, I don't care. Go away, Maddie. Get out of my life. Hi, Maddie. Long time no see. I guess I don't remember this sister of mine.
Jenna, what's up?
It's not that I want to tell you. But I'm sure you'll be happy.
What is it, Jenna? You sound excited. Hope you don't fight and steal anymore, Jenna. We've had to take care of that for you, and that's enough.
Why do you have to overdo it? It's just a small thing. The thing is, I had a baby, Maddie.
OMG. Oh, come on, Jenna. You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm not kidding. My baby is 1 year old now.
Really? So where's the father of the baby? And why are you telling me about this, Jenna?
The child's father is a man I know at the bar. He is very handsome, so we have been married for 1 year. We're moving back to my parents' house, and you have the largest room in the house. Will you give it to us and move out of the house?
Jenna, you have a problem with your brain, right? Not a single word of greetings for parents or family members that went missing. Came here just to kick me out of the house and take it? Don't dream stupid things. It is not here.
Why do you have to make it so difficult for us? The baby is so cute, he will love you very much. I believe it will be very popular because of its handsomeness. It will definitely be a famous model. So you just let us stay in your room and it will surely pay you back in the future.
You're being too paranoid. Still don't rely on other people all day. What about your parents? They will not agree for you.
Won't you help me? You just need to give your room to my kid. Either way, there will be enough room for everyone.
What? You also make me laugh with your paranoia. I just want to come back home for my parents to take care of me and the baby. They're under no obligation to clean up your mess, Maddie.
Maddie, this has nothing to do with you. If you don't help me, that's fine, I'll still talk to my parents. Then they will have to agree to this too.
So you will come back here as a thief and raise a poor child. Don't insult me, it's just that I ran out of money, so I borrowed them temporarily. Wouldn't their parents pay for them? You asked them to be responsible to you, so why are you willing to give up your family so easily until you put all this garbage and then that garbage, you throw it to us with a claim of responsibility? But what did you do to solve your family problem before? Why did you abandon us, and now you come back just to take care of your own child?
Okay. I was wrong, I know it. But I just can't contact them yet. Because my parents force me to learn things I don't like, that's all. Just make the story up like that. I don't know why you are so hard on me.
I can't believe it, Jenna. You left us behind, and now you come back just to talk about how you will live with us to take care of your family? Then you continue to steal from the shops. Honestly, I'm ashamed to have a sister like you.
Just borrow it, but you will help me pay that amount. Well, I just stole some things from a few stores and they caught me. Now they won't let me back in and they've put my name up so everyone knows I'm not supposed to be there.
When did it happen?
Just last week.
Wait, what? Again? You stole from stores? Why would you do that?
I didn't have any money and I needed some things. I know it was wrong, but I didn't think I'd get caught.
That's not okay, Jenna. You can't just take things without paying for them.
I know. I messed up. But now I need your help. I owe the stores some money and I don't know how I'm going to pay it back. Can you help me pay for it?
This is insane. You're still stealing and now you want me to bail you out?
I'm sorry, Maddie. I know it was stupid, but I don't know what else to do. I promise I'll pay you back.
No way, Jenna. I'm not going to enable this behavior. You need to take responsibility for your actions and figure out a way to make things right.
Then I'll talk to my parents, they'll let us.
Jenna!
Hi, Maddie. Are you free? I need to talk to you for a bit.
Hi, Mom. Of course, I'm free. What's up?
I want to tell you that Jenna is not doing well health-wise.
Oh, why is that, Mom? Is she sick?
Yes, she's struggling. I allowed her to come back to our home, but since then, things have not been easy.
Why did you allow her to come back in the first place? We've had issues with her before.
I know, but at the time she said she had nowhere else to go and I couldn't let her live on the streets. But now I don't know what to do anymore. She doesn't listen to us and always creates all sorts of trouble for the family.
That's frustrating. I think we need to find a solution to help Jenna.
I'm also trying to figure. Maddie, there's one more thing I want to tell you about Jenna. After she came back to our house, she got married again and even got married for the third time.
Wow, I didn't expect that. But why did she get married multiple times?
Her first husband divorced her because she abandoned their child. She never told him about it and they got divorced almost immediately when she found out she was pregnant.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. And what about her second husband?
She only lived with her second husband for 5 weeks before getting divorced because she pushed him off a cliff when she was drunk.
That's terrible. And what about her third husband?
They lasted for 8 months before getting divorced because she tore up family photos when his mother objected to their relationship.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Jenna must have undergone some kind of therapy, right?
I think so, but she has never been willing to accept it, which makes everything even more difficult. Jenna has been processed by a psychologist and they said she is a dysfunctional and awful person.
So where does she live now?
She lives alone near my house so that she can visit her son regularly. But most of the time when she comes here, she just drinks and leaves after greeting her son.
That's unfortunate. And how did I hear news about my sister getting married?
I just received news that Jenna is getting married to a man who is over 10 years older than her after only 3 months of dating. I told her she needs to think carefully, but she still decided to get married because she wants to raise her son properly.
That's really sad. And what did Dad say to her?
Dad advised her to reconsider her decision and take responsibility for her son. But she just ignored that advice and commented that her parents are selfish and want to grab her attention.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. And did Jenna ask for your opinion on her future?
Sadly, a few nights ago, she asked me about my opinion on her future husband. I told her I didn't know him but felt she was making a wrong choice. I reminded her that she already had a child that she didn't raise well for the past 2 years.
That's really frustrating. I think she needs to understand that raising a child is a huge responsibility and should not be taken lightly. We need to help her more. I'm really speechless to Jenna. Things get worse when she's not aware of her actions.
I'm feeling a little upset, to be honest. I had a conversation with Jenna yesterday and it didn't go well.
What happened again?
Well, I found out that she's pregnant by a man she barely knows. I tried to talk to her about it and make sure she understood the risks, but she got very defensive and called me a crappy sister. I ended up telling her that she was a crappy person and walking out.
Oh no, Mom. That sounds like a tough situation.
It is. And to make matters worse, my parents called me afterward and said that Jenna had told them about the conversation. They agreed with me, but they also said that I should have been nicer since Jenna was very upset.
I can understand why you would feel upset, especially if you were just trying to help her.
Yes, exactly. I just want what's best for her and her unborn child. But now I feel like our relationship is strained.
Maybe you could try reaching out to her again? I see that she completely does not understand you, only interested in getting married or not. All you do want good for her.
Either way, she's my granddaughter, your sister, so I hope she understands that.
Yes, I think it will understand your decision. Then I'll talk to Maddie.
Okay, so I'll give it a try and see how it goes.
All right, Mom. Hey Jenna, what's been going on? I wanted to talk to you about something that's been bothering me.
Maddie, what's up?
Well, I was at your place last night and it was a mess. There were beer cans on the floor, cigarette cartons smashed up, cigarette butts everywhere, holes in the wall, and cigarette burns in the carpet. To say that I was disgusted would be an understatement.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It was just a party, things got out of hand.
But that's not my biggest concern. I still think you'd be a bad mom and that you're unreliable.
Whoa, hold on. You have no right to judge me like that. You aren't married, have no children, and haven't moved out of your apartment since graduating.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Jenna. You're making bad choices, but nobody can point that out to you because you get defensive. And it's not fair, especially because your choices have an impact on others and mine don't.
I hear you, Maddie, but it's my life and I should be able to make my own choices.
Of course, but you also have to act like a grown-up and take responsibility for your actions. You can't just keep brushing things under the rug and expecting everything to be okay.
That's none of your business, my child. I know what to do myself. You're nothing.
You have been blocked by this user account.
It wasn't long before I heard that her sister decided to run away from her current husband due to the pressure of having a baby. But the story did not work out because the husband found out and they decided to divorce. My parents decided to take her home to take care of her and the grandchild would be taken care of by me. This makes me feel lucky to have been able to protect it under the wrong and bad care. I hope she will change for the better for her life and the child herself. Am I doing the right thing? Hey, Kane. I heard the message you left on my answering machine. What do you mean you want to split up? What's up with you?
It makes no difference what's going on. I'm just informing you that we're splitting up. It's over. Who cares about the reasons?
Of course, I'm concerned. We recently got engaged. You just met my folks. Then you decide to split up? Of course, I want to know what's going on.
It's because of this.
Huh?
If you really want to know, I'll tell you. It's because we went to your parents' place. Being there made me realize that I needed to end my relationship with you.
I don't get it. What made you want to call off our engagement after meeting my parents?
Your parents are a bunch of jerks. Duh!
What?
You described growing up in a rural area. But I never imagined it was that far away. You have no neighbors. It took me 7 hours to get there in all. Every time we visit, I don't want to drive 4 hours after a 4-hour plane flight. It's absurd!
Wait, what? So it's all about the distance?
That's not everything. Everyone speaks with a Midwest accent. I scarcely understand what they're saying. That isn't proper English.
Kane, your English is perfect.
Anyway, it's simply too backwards for me. I've lived my entire life in the city, and I just can't stand it. If we got married, I'd have to travel to yokel country every year. I'm not going to put myself through that.
That's not fair, Kane. My mom and brothers greeted you warmly. Because it's so far away, they even stated we didn't have to come every year.
Quit talking! No way! You just aren't good enough for me.
Huh?
Come on, now. Take a look at my house. For Pete's sake, it's called Millionaire's Row. We're from different classes. We shouldn't be together.
Kane, how stupid can you be? You consider yourself sophisticated because you live in a city?
Not to think. I am aware of that. I was born and raised here. New York. New York. I'm a true city boy. In contrast to you. So forget about the engagement. You're a level higher if you marry someone more. Maybe a cousin?
That's okay. After hearing all of that, I'm not sure I want to marry you. The engagement is over. Please don't contact me again.
Why would I want to chat to a country bumpkin? You look so cool kicking butt at work, and you managed to keep your accent hidden. It was disgusting. I should have recorded myself and displayed it to everyone in the office.
You know what the worst part about dating a coworker is? Having to put up with immature, dumb ex-partners. All right. As a result, we'll be coworkers in the same office from now on. Simply stay in your lane and don't bother me.
Doris, I believe you have heard from your supervisor, but I'd like to inform you as well. I'm leaving. I'm going to be married. I'll be departing at the end of this month. Thank you so much for everything.
I just heard. Congratulations. I had no idea you were dating someone.
Actually, he prefers to keep it a secret, but I'm going to tell you anyway because you're my coworker's sister. In sales, I'm marrying Kane.
What?
So, please don't think of me as your sister any longer. Consider me the lady Kane chose over you. Doris, I really appreciate it. Kane and I met because you got dumped by him. So thank you for getting dumped. Ha ha ha.
Wait. Wait a second. So you knew I was dating Kane? We didn't inform anyone at work.
Of course I knew. Kane told me explicitly, stupid.
Sorry if this is too direct, but you should not marry Kane. Kane and I recently broke up last month. He's not the kind to date for a month and then commit like that.
Oh, Doris. I believe you're perplexed. I didn't say we were only together for a month.
Huh?
You're as slow as a cow, exactly like Kane said. You're a bumpkin stereotype. I've been with Kane for a year.
Please excuse me?
I knew he was with you, and I also knew about the engagement. But what can I say? I fell in love with him. So I was with him anyway, even if I was only his second girlfriend after you. Doris, you and some others blew it. It's the single nicest thing that has ever occurred to me. I can finally marry the man I adore.
No. It can't be. So he had been cheating on me for a year? With a girl in the same office?
Kane is the team's leading salesperson. And you're renowned as the office's best worker. I felt I'd never have a chance because it appeared like a perfect match. But Kane chose me in the end.
I suppose so. I had no idea things would turn out this way.
Doris, I learned about you from Kane. You're from nowhere, it stinks like cow excrement, and when you go back home, you talk with a strange hillbilly accent. I can't believe I admired a redneck hick like you. I assumed you were from the city, like I am. How disheartening.
What difference does it make where I'm from?
Of course, where you come from is essential. A rustic pumpkin is never going to be elegant. You know, you can't purchase taste or class. Those are characteristics that you are born with.
So you think snatching a colleague's fiancé is classy? Are you a sophisticated city girl?
Completely. Born in New York and raised in New York. Tribeca is where I grew up. Do you even understand what that implies in terms of my background?
Isn't this a wealthy neighborhood?
Very wealthy. There is someone for everyone. Growing up in such surroundings, they grew up with elegance and class.
Perhaps you were born in a Tribeca ditch. That would be appropriate for your personality.
Huh? You're from a backwards place, and you're going to mock me? Do you believe a farmer can talk to me like that? I'm sure you sent a horse to school.
Do you believe that coming from the rural is inferior? You're the one who is backwards.
That is why you aren't a good fit for Kane. A rustic redneck is unfit to marry Kane, a smart city lad. So, please go out of the city where you clearly do not belong and leave us to our glamorous lives.
You're the one leaving, you'll need a snob.
What?
Oh, no. My language is being influenced by my conversation with a scumbag. I probably shouldn't be talking about ditch babies too much.
What?
So, I'm afraid I'll have to let you go. Congratulations on your scumbag marriage. I doubt either of you will have a glamorous city future, but best of luck with everything.
Doris! Emergency! Help! The corporation has decided to relocate Kane to Minnesota.
Oh! Congratulations. I suppose you'll be going with him when you retire and marry. I hope you two had a good time in Minnesota.
I'm not going to appreciate life in the country.
That could be correct. It will shortly begin to snow. The winters there are brutal. Please take care of yourself.
No! You mentioned that I was on my way out yesterday. Were you aware of this?
I wouldn't say I was aware. I believe I had a hunch.
What do you mean by a hunch? How did you find out about the relocation? Why would they do something like this? Kane has the most impressive sales statistics. Why is he being deported to the outback? It's illogical.
You two are the ones who are illogical.
Huh?
People are judged and labeled as classy or inferior based on where they were born or grew up. I can't believe people think like that.
But it's correct. We are from the never-sleeping city. It's the world's business center.
You are aware that many New Yorkers come from outside the city. Our company employs more than half of its workforce from outside of the state.
What is the main point? The pumpkin can be taken out of the country, but the country cannot be taken out of the pumpkin. They are simply low-wage employees who have to relocate to the city in order to find job.
Right. Can you say that in front of the company's president? He is originally from Minnesota.
What?
He is, indeed, from Minnesota. You didn't realize that? Kansas is the state of the vice president. In addition, I believe the senior managing director is from Nebraska.
Isn't anyone from New York?
In high management, no. So I have a question for you. What is a sophisticated city girl doing working for such a deplorable, outdated company? The managers are all country bumpkins who move to the city in search of work. Oh, and you may not realize that because you're from here, but our company has several groups that meet based on their location. Minnesota Mixer and Kansas Club are two examples.
What? That is something I've never heard of.
We actually had a Minnesota Mixer the other day. The president personally showed up.
Did you inform the president about me?
I wasn't required to inform him. He was well aware.
What?
Lonnie, news spreads quickly in the country. He'd heard through the grapevine that I'd brought Kane to meet my folks. He appears to have a friend who lives near my parents' home.
What the heck is going on? That's insane.
I'm aware. But that's the thing about country folk, we're all connected by chance. The president was so pleased for us that he paid for everyone's dinner in honor of our engagement. Then Kane called off the engagement. I felt terrible about the whole incident, so I had to apologize to everyone and inform them that the wedding had been cancelled.
Everyone? Even the president?
Yes, of course. He was irritated since he is quite proud of his rustic country origins. So I had a feeling he'd do something like this.
We were sent to Minnesota solely for that purpose.
Just look it up for a time and you'll be allowed to return. Consider it a personal development journey.
The issue is that we can't return immediately away. It's the longest relocation order in the company's history. 5 years. Doris, he told us not to return for 5 years.
What?
How will we survive? We were both born and reared in the city. We can't live in some uneducated rural hick town in Minnesota.
You'll be all right, Lonnie. Grab a Juicy Lucy and some cheese curds and the time will fly by, don't you think? Best wishes to you both.
No! What kind of wedding gift is this? My life is ruined.
Please, Doris. Come along with me while I relocate. Of course, as my wife.
Huh?
You're my only option. Doris, marry me.
What's the matter with you? You have a sophisticated, classy, and attractive Tribeca City girl, don't you?
Lonnie abandoned me. She refused to relocate to the middle of nowhere, so she dumped me.
Oh. You don't say anything.
I'm going to have to go it alone. I've never shoveled snow, and their accents seem foreign to me. Doris, you're the only one who can help me. You're the only person who can help me get through this.
That is not my concern. The president directed you to relocate, not me.
But Doris, I recently completed my first Zoom meeting with the Minnesota office, and they're all aware of what transpired between us. I'm screwed if I show up without you.
You've got to be kidding.
I was speaking with one of the men at the Minnesota office. Your grandfather is apparently a large landowner in that area. They know I went there after the engagement to meet your folks. So they continue to congratulate me on our marriage.
Word spreads quickly. I know it'll be difficult, but please inform everyone about what happened and tell them that I have nothing to do with you anymore.
How am I going to go about doing that? They'll have lunch with me. They're all friendly to me since they think I'm marrying into a wealthy family. Even the branch manager is looking down on me.
Oh, I believe the branch manager is acquainted with my grandfather.
I'm not going to be able to tell them all what happened. Please, please, please marry me. I need to make this a reality or I'll be in big danger.
As I already stated, it is not my concern. Stop attempting to entangle me in this. Remember how we broke up?
Doris, don't be so chilly. I know you want to spend time with me. Come back to me and stop acting tough. This time I'll marry you for real.
Aw,
Please get married to me. I can't go to that office without you.
I can't. In fact, I'm already married.
Give me a minute.
Our engagement ended the moment I told my mom. And she quickly matched me with her friend's son. He, too, lives in the metropolis.
What? So you got married to him? Already?
Yeah. He never dismisses my family. He understands the advantages and disadvantages of city and country living. He's also a lot of fun to be around. Oh, and he finds my accent endearing.
Okay, I see. I'll never mock people from the countryside. I'm not going to giggle at your accent anymore. So just don't desert me.
You're the one who dumped me. Don't play the victim.
Doris, so you're going to abandon me in Minnesota for 5 years? 5 years away from the city. That's longer than the Olympics.
Who told you you'd be back at headquarters in 5 years?
What do you mean?
I heard you'll be transferred from regional office to regional office after Minnesota. From Kentucky to Iowa.
What?
Officially, it's because your sales numbers are excellent, despite your heinous personality. So it's to enhance sales in the regional offices.
What about unofficially?
I'd say retaliation for disrespecting good-natured country folk.
This cannot be happening.
You'll be all right. Country living is lovely. Kane, enjoy the slow life. Bye. The story of our engagement being called off, as well as Kane's numerous obscenities directed at people from the country, eventually traveled through the rumor mill. As a result, everyone at the regional office in Minnesota was naturally disappointed to see him. They've been hostile and critical of his every move at work. I'm not sure if Lonnie is aware of any of this. But, speaking of Lonnie, she discovered that growing up in Tribeca was a bit of a stretch. She slept in a friend's apartment for a month, according to a coworker, and has been talking about growing up there ever since.
Mom, how is it going? I've just got back from school. So tiring.
Hi, Amanda. You're home later than usual. Did you have dancing club today?
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Today I've learned a new dance style. Let me see. It's called breakdancing. Do you know about it?
That's great. When I get out of the hospital, you'll have to show me.
Okay.
Sure, Mom. How do you feel now? Are you tired, Mom? Is Grandma always beside you?
I'm still fine, sweetheart. I am being treated really well in here. Don't worry, okay?
I'm dying to see my little sister. I can't wait to hold her in my arms and feed her every day.
Very soon, you can meet your sister, darling.
But Mom, when will you be discharged of the hospital? I miss you so much equals.
I'm not sure, sweetie. I miss you, too. I guess until the baby is born.
When will she be born?
The doctors think it'll be this weekend. I can't leave the hospital right after it's born, though. We have to wait and make sure everything is okay, for both me and the baby. So, take good care of yourself when I'm away. Promise me?
Yes, Mom, I will. If only the hospital weren't so far from our house, it'd be better. Dad and Grandma are so busy, they can't take me to the hospital to visit you. They haven't been home much lately. I have to cook and eat by myself.
What do you mean by yourself? I know Daddy has to work late and doesn't enjoy the family meal very often. But why isn't Grandma there?
She goes out a lot. Today she is on another trip.
Your grandma is on another trip?
Yes, Mom.
Then, who made dinner, tonight?
Before going to work, Dad gave me some money and told me to buy something at the store.
I see. I'll message your dad and tell him to try to get home with you as early as he can tonight. It's getting late, so make sure you get to the store and come back home before it get darker, okay?
I got it, Mom.
Mom, I can't seem to get a hold of David. Could you tell him to check his phone as soon as he gets home, please?
Stop asking to do things for you. David has been really busy lately. I have no idea what time he's going to come home.
Well, it's just that my contractions have started. The doctors said the baby's gonna be born late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So please tell him to get to the hospital soon. Once the contractions start getting closer together and more painful, I won't be able to contact him anymore. So please let him know.
What? Can't you just ask Amanda to do it?
Amanda is still in the elementary school. She's gonna be going to bed soon.
Well, I want to get to bed early tonight. Vacation makes me exhausted. I don't know when David will get home. I can't stay up all night waiting for him. Neither do I contact him. And even if I tell him, what's that going to accomplish? It's not going to make your contractions go away or anything. Contact him yourself after the baby is born.
You know this is David's child that's about to be born, right?
But we already know it's going to be another girl, don't we? This is your second daughter. You must have definite experience about this. Am I right? Besides, neither David nor I have any time to be trying to comfort you right now. That's what the nurses are there for. You contacted David and he didn't reply, right? There's your answer right there.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll try again myself.
You should have done that from the start instead of bothering me. The whole world doesn't revolve around you. You can try contacting him again, it's up to you. But I don't think you're gonna get a reply.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Is there a reason David won't be coming home tonight?
I wanted him to be here for this. And not only that. There are also lots of paperwork here that needs to get done before the hospitals release me. So I wanted him to come and help his wife with those, too.
Then why don't you just ask your parents to come and help? Oh, shouldn't I say parents, right? 'Cause your father died last month, didn't he? I guess it should be singular now, huh? Your mom's all by herself now. I'm sorry.
Whatever. I'll do it myself.
Thanks. Since I've moved here with you, you've been causing us nothing but stress.
Hey, I've never asked you to come live with us.
See? That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. This attitude of yours. I've been living in this house with you for 3 years, and you've never treated me with respect.
Is that so? Once the baby is born, I guess we'll have reevaluate our living arrangements, won't we? That's another thing I'll have to talk to David about when I am discharged from the hospital.
You're right about that. That is, if David will listen to what you would say. He's not even with you now. I feel so sorry for you, LOL.
That's only because he's busy with work?
It's probably best if that's what you think. Anyway, don't ask me to do anything for you. It's annoying.
Amanda, where are you? Are your dad and grandma staying with you now? If they are, can you tell them to contact me as soon as possible?
Who is calling?
Huh? Amanda, it's Mommy. This is Amada, right? What's going on?
You're not my mom anymore. I don't know who you are.
What did you say? I've just got home. The house is completely empty. You guys wouldn't have moved, would you?
Yeah, we moved. And we're living in a new house.
Why did you move without saying me a word?
We are done with each other, and from now on, I don't have any relationship with you anymore. So I think it wasn't necessary for us to announce you.
What do you mean? How could you say that to me?
Dad and Grandma said they left the divorce paper by the front door. They said you should sign them immediately. When you're done signing them, call Grandma.
Divorce paper? What is going on? Amanda, please. Let me talk to your dad.
No. He said he doesn't want to talk to you. Dad and I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Amanda, please.
You've been annoying. Grandma said she'll call you tomorrow. Make sure you sign the divorce paper before she calls. Mom. Are you awake? I'm sorry. I said bad things to you.
Amanda. Is it really you? Are you okay? Are you safe?
I'm fine, Mom. Forgive me for this morning. I've said such bad words to you. It wasn't me to do so. Grandma made me write those words.
But why did she have to do that?
She did it so you and Dad would divorce. Then she took the phone from me. I said I want to call you, but she made me to text you like that, or else she will drop me out of the house. I'm sorry. Now, she is asleep, so I break into her room and take my phone back.
Amanda, I'm sorry. I must have been really bad for you this past week or so. I didn't want to leave you by yourself.
It's okay, Mom. But Dad and Grandma are acting so strange recently. They're talking like you're a bad person. That makes me scared.
Do you know where you are now? I'll come and get you.
I'm not sure, we've just moved here yesterday, so I don't know the address. But it's a really big and modern apartment building. It has 40 floors, Mom.
You mean a high-rise condo?
A high-rise condo? I don't know, but Dad said I won't be changing schools.
Really? Okay, I'll pick you up after school tomorrow.
I can see you again.
Of course. I'll see you tomorrow, just wait until then, okay?
Okay. Oh, and Dad said he's marrying a woman soon.
A new woman? What does that mean?
I don't know, but he said she's gonna have a new baby soon, too.
Are you sure he's not talking about your new little sister I just gave birth to?
I don't think he means my new sister. I didn't understand everything that Dad and Grandma were talking about, but they said the new baby that's coming is a boy.
OMG, Amanda, I'm so sorry that all of this is happening. I'm coming to get you tomorrow, I promise. Then you and I can live together, okay?
I just want to be with you. Dad and Grandma aren't very nice, and I don't like this new place.
I'm sorry all of this is happening to you, but thanks for contacting me even when everything that's going on badly.
Okay, Mom. I'll wait for you after school.
Daisy, did you sign that divorce papers yet? As soon as you do, message me. We have to discuss how you and David will be splitting the assets, as well as custody of Amanda and child support payments.
I think normally those things are discussed before signing the divorce papers.
Don't you think you're getting the order mixed up?
The truth is we don't want to drag out the process by arguing about all of that before the divorce is finalized.
I don't think you're in any position to refuse any of our conditions anyway, now are you? Besides, you want us to give you Amanda back, don't you? If you accept all of our conditions, David promises not to dispute custody of Amanda.
Does he really think he could get custody of Amanda?
Well, financially, he absolutely could.
So that's what this is all about, huh? Listen, I'll divorce David just like he wants. But I'm going to get everything. That includes the house, child support, and compensation money.
Compensation money? What are you talking about?
The money I'm going to be suing David for cheating on me. It seems his little mistress is pregnant, isn't she?
Cheating? Who did you hear something like that from?
Amanda told me all about it, and by the way, she is with me, so she won't be going back to that place David and you are at.
You kidnapped Amanda. You dirty little coward.
Who exactly are you talking about?
How dare you drag Amanda into this just so you can hide behind her and use her as your bargaining chip?
She's only in the 5th grade, but you know what, she's old enough to understand what's going on.
The fact that that girl would try to ruin my plans like this just proves that she's got your blood in her veins. I told her not to try to get in contact with you. I can't believe she defied me. Whatever, if you divorce David like he wants, we really can't complain. We were only holding on to Amanda as a trump card in case we needed her. You have no objection to the divorce, do you?
None at all. I have no feelings for David whatsoever anymore. He wouldn't even contact me while I was giving birth to his 2nd daughter. And on top of that, he was cheating on me. Here's no way to save this marriage now. A husband who cheats on his wife and a mother-in-law who thinks that what he's doing is okay. The two of you together make me sick.
Saying that he's cheating is a little bit harsh. He's not cheating, he's just changing wife. And did you not hear, his new wife's child is going to be a boy. This new woman is so much better than you in any way. All you can give David is girls. Not to mention she's younger and taller than you. She's much prettier. Well, I'm glad David will have the wife you always wanted him to have.
But no matter how you want it, he's still cheating on me. So I'm suing him for compensation money.
All you talk about is money, you should be ashamed of yourself. If we pay you, will you be happy? Once he gets half of all your things, he'll be happy to pay whatever your little lawsuit amounts to.
Don't you think you're misunderstanding something? Do you know something about our assets that I don't?
Well, the husband and wife share everything, right? Usually everything gets split down the middle 50/50ths, right?
That's right. But ever since we got married, I've only been working part-time. I didn't make much money, so most of what I'll be getting will be from David. And I'm pretty sure we don't have as much savings as you think we do.
What are you talking about? After your father died, you would have gotten a big inheritance from him. You must have gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? I know your father had money. Even if David only gets $10,000 from you, after he pays compensation money, he'll still have plenty of free money left over.
Is that what you guys were thinking?
What? What's so funny?
Don't you know how inheritance works? When one parent dies, it doesn't mean the kids get all the money. My dad can give his money to anyone he wants by his will. When my dad died, all of his stuff went to my mother. And I'm not getting a cent from him.
Huh? What are you talking about? You must be kidding, right? You just don't want us taking your money, so you're making up some crazy story.
What I said is true. I've never told David I was getting an inheritance. Why would he assume I was? Are you saying he went off and had an affair, and then went ahead with this divorce without looking into anything first? He must be even stupider than I thought.
But David, he said your dad's money would be yours.
He never asked me about that, and who would think that anyway? You two are both stupid for creating this whole plan of yours without verifying any of the important information. So like I said, I'll be suing David for compensation money. Not only was he cheating on me, but I hear the one he was cheating on me with is pregnant. I wonder if he started cheating on me when my dad died, or if it's been going on for a while and this new son is really his. I'll have to get talking to a private detective to see how long this has been going on for. Because, the longer he's been doing it, the more money I can get from him.
Wait, hold on. Daisy, let's just calm down, okay?
I think the only one not calm here is you, huh? I can't believe David wanted to use my dad dying as a way to get money from me. Just know that no matter what it takes, I'm gonna be getting my compensation money from your son.
Wait, let's just reconsider this whole divorce thing, shall we? This was David's idea, not mine. I've always been against it. I never wanted him to divorce you. When I heard he had done this and his mistress was pregnant, I cried so hard. It was only after I got so tired of crying that we came up with this idea. Let me try talking to David again. I think I can convince him to break up with his new girlfriend.
No, I really don't care about Leonard anymore. I'm just fine going ahead with this divorce. Just wait to meet me on the court. I got my lawyer to help me sue David for compensation money. When I tried to use David's mistress for compensation money as well, it became clear that David had never told her that he was married. When she found out, she wasn't too happy. But none of that is my problem. After I got my share of the assets and my compensation money from David, I made sure to block both his and his mother's number right away. I told Amanda that if she ever wants to see her dad again, she's welcome to do so. However, if David wants to talk to me, he'll have to do it through my lawyer. Actually, just the other day, my lawyer gave letter from David in the letter. He told me that since I had sued his girlfriend for compensation money, as well, they weren't able to make payments on his loan for the condo. It also seems that Leonard's mother, Marie, was kicked out of the condo because his girlfriend didn't like her. How pathetic you are.
When sitting in penthouse, Kayla received a phone call from a stranger. At first she ignored it, but because of her sensitive responsiveness, she received the call, and there is the appearance of a woman.
Hello, this is Kayla. What's going on?
Hi Kayla, I'm Cleo.
Sorry? Do you misunderstand? I don't know any Cleo.
Of course you don't know me, but I know you comprehensively. I'm sorry to bother you, but there's something important need to tell you about your husband.
Who are you to tell me about my husband? The one sleeps and eats with me every day. There is something I don't know about him?
I'm sorry to say that, but please don't misunderstand me. I have just realized that recent period of time. Don't lose your temper, you just need to stay calm to hear me. I found out some troubling things about your husband and I think you should know.
Don't beat around the burst. It's waste of my time.
Your husband has been keeping some secrets from you. I've witnessed him engaging in dishonest behavior, like lying about his whereabouts and making inappropriate choices. He met at a coffee and then flirt me for 3 months. He acted like he didn't have wife and also a family. And I didn't know that.
I don't understand, how could he do that? We've been married for years. He always kisses me before he goes to work, before I go to sleep. And when coming to any places, he still took a photo and sent it to me. I know all his work, his relationship with people, and also his banking account. Are you sure about this?
I understand your shock, but I felt it was my responsibility to inform you. I've seen him involved with not only me, but also some another questionable girls. And making decisions that could potentially harm your relationship and family.
I can't believe it. Do you tell me the truth?
I swear, all thing I tell you is the truth. When I spot the truth, I tell him, and he said to me that he just marry you because you're rich. And he can take the right to become the CEO of the company, after that he will divorce. When I met all the girls he has flirted, they said he'd tell them that decision too. He also promised to marry them.
I still can't stand that. And can believe that's the truth. I feel so confused. Do you have any evidence?
I can show you all the message and picture between Ma and him. And if you want, I can call him right now to take him here.
What's happened? Now I'm very angry and also lose my mind.
I can put me in your shoes to understand this situation. I feel relieved after saying that with you. Robert is a bad guy, you can't bring all your possession to that guy. I think I have to say sorry to you 'cause I partly made this bad thing happen to you. But sincerely, I don't know he has a wife.
Thank you for being brave to call me.
I can only offer advice, but ultimately, the decision is yours. It might be helpful to have an open and honest conversation with your husband, expressing your concern and give him a chance to explain himself. It's important to maintain trust and communication, even in difficult times.
You're right. I need to confront him and get answers. I don't want to jump to conclusions without hearing his side of the story, but it's difficult to think about the possibility of betrayal.
I completely understand. And I'm so sorry to see you have go through this terrible thing. Remember to take yourself throughout this process. Lean on friends and family to support, and consider seeking professional help if needed. You deserve honesty and transparency in your relationship.
Thank you, Cleo. Your concern means a lot to me. I'll take your advice and talk to Robert. If I can, let me invite you go for the coffee.
Thank you for not hating me and be friendly with me. Before I decide to call you, I imagine that you must be very angry and don't care about my advice. Even you cancel my phone call.
You know, I am very sentimental that when I received the phone, I wondered that I must take it. It was hard for me to believe, but when you willing to call Robert, I afraid he will come and I will be much disappointed. So I want to hear him say, not by the way you calling him to your place.
I know it's not easy, but I know that you can overcome that situation.
Thank for your words of encouragement.
Robert uses Kayla's money, brings another girl to a luxury restaurant, and then he is caught red-handed by Kayla. Robert uses Kayla's money, brings another girl to a luxury restaurant, and then he is caught red-handed by Kayla.
Robert? What are you doing here? Who is this girl?
Kayla, why are you here?
I ask you again. What are you doing here?
It's not what you're thinking.
I caught you red-handed. You hold the hand of another girl and have dinner with her at this luxury restaurant. You use my money. I'm so disappointed about that action, Robert. We have married for years. Why can you do that with me?
No, it's just a misunderstand. This is my coworker. I just invite her for dinner to talk about our business.
Coworker? Is there any coworker that holding hand and go for a dinner together?
Please don't get me wrong.
You said this woman are your coworker, right? So what department does she work in?
She works in.
I will ask her one question to prove if she works in business or not. Hey, what is the most important rule that a sale must follow?
The girl was very surprising when Kayla asked her that question, and she couldn't tell anything.
See? She doesn't know anything about business, and it's the proof that she's not your colleague. Do you want to say any more?
Okay, I can't side with you, that's the truth.
Actually, Cleo has told me that for a long time. But I need time to accept the truth and see how thick-skinned you are. How could you possibly have done that? We knew each other for many years that you always be a good man for me. You never gotten me sad or angry. And I believed in you. I given all authority to operate the company. Also, my father considered you as his son cause he has only daughter, that's me. Let's divorce Robert. I don't have romantic feeling with you anymore.
Are you serious, Kayla? You know, men in this world all have extramarital relations and they are all adulterer. But the difference is that his wife can find out or not. If he still takes care of the family, make money and never let his wife sad, he will be a good husband and a kid himself.
Don't drive me crazy by that stupid word. If you are a good husband, you won't lie your wife. I feel very fortunate because I didn't have any child with you through many years. Cause I always feel worry and have a little bit suspicions about you. Now, let's imagine if we have a child. I don't know how to tell them about their bastard father.
I love you and I never thinking about the day we divorce. All the girls that I met is just for business.
Don't explain too much. I don't have time to hear any lying word of you. I found a divorce petition earlier today, already signed.
I just took the liberty of dropping it off for you.
Aw. You stole my thunder. I was looking forward the day when I can file for divorce.
You don't know the truth, please don't do wrong things. If you do that without any thinking, you may regret about your decision when you're angry.
Why I have to regret about the person that's not worthy like you? Everything's is clearly, you can't give me the runaround anymore.
This is a misunderstanding, I just connect with these girls to bring benefit to our company.
No, Robert, I know everything and I will do everything before you do that. The one that can end this toxic relationship is me, not you.
It's okay, haha, but I still own your dad's company. Now I'm the CEO and nothing can change that.
What the hell is going on?
What taller you are. You think I marry you and do everything for you because I love you? Haha, I marry you because your father is a famous billionaire and he has only you. When I was authorized to organize the company, I achieved my purpose, became the king of cupboard. Every month I give you money because I want to take your trust and belonging. If we divorce, it mean I can take your father's company.
You've gone too far, Robert. Although you were CEO, but everything are still under my dad's Eisen.
What a stupid idiot. You know, when we divorce, all the share you are owning will be divided into two parts. 50% is mine and all your assets will be splitted too.
It's mine, not yours. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm president daughter and I have more share than you, so you will be kicked out of the company.
I don't love you. And the day you catch me red-handed, I have prepared for it long time before. I have bought about 70% share of this company and now I can be voted as a president. I also have worked for this company for many years, so it's very easy to take prestige and trust of shareholder. So this company is mine.
That's it. I can take up with it. But I will protect my cop Amy. I won't let it fall into your hand. You've gone too far and you must suffer from the bad disastrous consequences.
You asked for it. I don't want to divorce with you. Because live with you longer, I will have more trust in the company. And my position will be more and more steady.
Shut up and go away. You're a complete nutter. You have a lot of nerve. You piss me off. I will tell my father about your intention and we will sack you of the company.
After that, Kayla come to her home and decide to tell her father all about Robert guilty. When her father was watering the tree, Kayla came and hugged her father, whimpered.
Kayla, what the matter with you? Why you crying?
I will tell my father about your intention and we will sack you of the company. I have chosen wrong people to marry and now I have to bear the consequences.
Calm down, my little princess. Don't cry. The one that do bad things with you not worthy enough to take your tears. Save your tears for the happy moment. Don't cry for that great misery. I have spent over half of my life just to see you mature and happy. That's my promise with your mom, so I don't want to see you sad. You know, your mother will be very upset if she know you're unhappy, right?
But Dad, why I can have the beautiful love like you and Mom? I'm so disappointed about my husband. And I feel so sorry with you. Because you believed in my choice and give all the authority to my husband. The company is all your life. You established and developed it very well so it can become the big and charismatic company ever. I'm so sorry to let it into the hand of a bastard.
Kayla, calm down and tell me all the truth.
3 days before, a girl called me. She said that my husband has flirted her and she didn't know he has a wife. After she asked him about me, he said he just married me because of your possession. He has never loved me before. And not only that girl but also many another girl be treated like that.
Did you check it's true or not?
Definitely, I followed him for a long time and realized that he has a secret home in Texas. And he brings so many girls there, many time. Yesterday, I caught him red-handed. He took another girl to a luxury restaurant hand in hand. And when I came and ascertained, he was denying the truth. But I asked the girl, she's exactly his mistress.
What happened after that?
I offer him for divorce, but at the beginning he denied. When I exposed all the trust and he can say no word, he threw down a challenge. He said he has bought almost 70% shares of our company, added with mine, he can become the president.
Ha! That's ridiculous! How hilarious he was!
What do you say, Dad?
All shareholders in our company are all my prestige subaltern. Don't worry. He can't do anything to despoil what does not belong to him.
Really?
Yes, I will find way to kick him out of the company and let him empty-handed. Because he made you cry. I won't forgive him.
Thank you, Dad!
I will divorce with him immediately and protect all your assets.
It's okay, Kayla. You will find a person who can love you unconditionally and never treat you like the way I love your mom. Despite your mom are now in heaven, I still wait for the day I can meet her again. It will be the happiest day in my life.
I love you, Dad!
I will transfer all my shares to you and take more from my friend. And you can become the president. It's time for me to rest and I can't trust anyone else except you. Are you ready to shoulder this?
Yes, I will do it the best and don't let you disappointed.
Good job, my sweetie.
After that, Mr. Andrew have a conversation with Robert and notice him that he will be sacked and have nothing.
Mr. Andrew, it's my pleasure to meet you here. Everything runs smoothly and the money we can take is uncountable.
Robert, I knew you treated my daughter and now I will kick you out of the company. I've always been cautious about my daughter's well-being and it's only natural for me to be protective. My daughter's happiness is my priority and I will do whatever it takes to ensure she is treated with love and respect. Divorced with my daughter and left the company before I kick you out.
But what you can do, I have bought almost all the share.
You think you can lie me? I have called all the general meeting of shareholder and tell them all your crime. After that, they're all accept me to sack you. And you will left the company with empty-handed.
No way! I can't stand that. I am prepared for a long time. Why can it fail?
This is the ending of the one who bites the hands that feed you. Now you can go out of this room before I call the safeguard to cast you out.
In the end, Robert have no job and every bad things he did be exposed to everyone. And he can't find a job and become a homeless people.